Portland, Oregon. With curling so thick and rich, you can eat it with a fork. This is the Evergreen Curling Club Game of the Week. Good afternoon. Today we are watching a match between Team Cindy and Team Iwanick. Iwanick. And with me is Jeff Tomlinson.
Hello.
He's a curler with some storied past.
Multiple stories. Good
Multiple
and bad.
stories, multiple pasts, multiple timelines. So today let's introduce the teams. On Team Cindy, the lead is Katherine Phillips-Hamblett. The second is Ron Fairley. Their third are Vice. I don't know. It's still the morning for me. Karen Fairley. And the skip is Ernie Argetsinger.
Close enough.
I'm gonna go with that.
Big Ernie.
And Team Iwanick is lead is Jerome Dalnes. Second is Bob Foley. The vice is Thomas Poon, and the skip is Arnie Iwanick.
It's Arnie.
Arnie. Oh my God.
We'll be all right.
We're gonna get this. We're gonna get this right.
Yeah. Arnie and I go back 40 years.
Okay, and here's the first four rocks of the first end.
The old traditional corner guard and center line guard.
Sorry, Arnie. I do know your name. I'm just...
That makes it tough. We got an Ernie and an Arnie.
That's true. That's probably what did it.
Yeah, we're loading up the 4-foot pretty good here. Ooh, a little tick. Still a good guard. This is fun. Lots of guards, lots of rocks in the house.
Yep, a lot of strategery. And now this is the last four rocks of the first end. I just realized I forgot to put the graphic that would swoosh in, that would tell me what was going on.
Oh.
That would have been a good idea.
These people, I swear, always forgetting things.
Oh, you know it. So this is Bob Foley's first rock of the first end. And I guess it's in there.
Well, it's still a guard, but
yeah.
It's guarding second shot. So not quite what he wanted.
That's true.
Let's see what Ernie's got up his sleeve.
I appreciate the plaid, because it's Scottish, the game.
Played?
Yeah. No fancy French words.
Yeah, I think the real British wonder how Americans get plaid out of that. But.
Well, I wonder how English people get aluminium out of that.
That's right.
So.
Yep.
Or why they stick U's in everything. It's ridiculous. Here's Karen's first rock.
Karen's usually really good coming around guards, so let's see if she's got her game today.
Ooh.
Oh.
Well, she got around the guard.
Yeah.
I mean,
one way or another. Yeah, there's still room to come around there. Huh?
Yeah, nice. Well, for somebody with my level of experience, that is a very small hole. But I imagine for these curlers, that's like a boulevard.
It's still a tough shot. Even for a really good curler, you got to have the right weight, solid turn, and the sweeper's paying attention. Oh, I just noticed they've got Alan Barber subbing at lead.
Oh, they got Alan Barber. Oh, you know what? I think he's playing second, actually. I'm going to have to mark it. Alan is...
Look at that. Come on, Thomas. Lay into it.
Almost.
Yeah, Alan and I curl together all the time, so...
Yeah, I know Alan, and it looked like Alan, but
Yeah, he came up from California 2-3 years ago, and we've gotten together.
The point is here, kids, you got to make sure you do your homework. That is important. It's not just for show. So who is on Arnie's team? Who's the person with the fancy pants?
Oh, that's Ernie. Ernie the skip with the plaid and the pants.
No. Arnie's team.
Oh, on the other side.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I think it's Thomas.
So Thomas is actually lead today.
Is he? Okay.
Okay, and yeah, well, I'm all discombobbled.
That's right. Thomas has come a long ways. I think he didn't curl until he joined our club, and he's taking it seriously, and you play with him, and you know he's paying attention. He gets after it sweeping too. Oh, we're gonna get a raise, double raise here.
Well, doesn't have enough weight for that.
But geez, if it had 10 more feet of ice, it would have curled less. It would have got a double raise. It would have been beautiful.
So who's here with Arnie?
That's Bob Foley, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we got the.
You got three of the four of the Arnie's Norman team.
So Bob is playing vice. Thomas is playing lead, and Alan is subbing.
Yep.
And Jerome ain't here. Okay. It's okay. These are unidirectional. Okay, so we're there's a lot of rocks in the way of anything you really want to do. I think
he's throwing red.
I think Team Cindy has shot rock, and they have the hammer.
Good combination.
Yeah, definitely. And a absolute great wall of granite in front of them.
Never under Arnie. He's Mr. Curling. He finds a hole anywhere.
I'm gonna call you out on phrasing there. Apology, Arnie. I couldn't help myself. Oh, look at this.
This isn't bad.
This is nice.
Just curl a little too much. But it's there for a raise next time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Actually, you could raise either side of the red there. Ernie's got a decision whether to guard up to prevent the red raise next shot, or to get aggressive and come around and sit second. Second be a tough shot, but it's still there. But the raises are fairly straightforward. Arnie just threw those rocks, so he knows the ice, he knows the weight.
Yeah, some deliberation here. I mean, the more rocks in the house, the more I see people talking.
Yeah, curlers like to talk.
I've said it before, but for me, it's more just picking the shot I'm going to miss,
Come on, Sarah. Confidence.
It happens. I hit my shot, like, sometimes.
I was watching you earlier last week or so, and you have a lovely slide, a glide back to the hack when you're prepping for a shot, which is a great fun when you're just kind of running down the ice, and then you go sideways and do the skaters scrape to a stop.
Oh, it is so fun.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Yeah. I hope it never gets old. Although my knee kind of does.
Oh, no. Granite Club up in Seattle has a walkway just behind the hack. It's about 4 inches above the ice, carpeted, and so you can fly in back, you do your skater slide, and then you jump up 6 inches and land on the carpet.
Well, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah, it's cool.
And here's Ernie's first rock.
Yeah, sweeping a little bit. Kay's getting after it. he did go for the guard. So how much room is left? Oh, yeah. Arnie's got a tough shot.
Well, I mean, Arnie does have second shot, and he doesn't have the hammer, so this is not a horrible position to be in, considering all the sort of junk in the front.
Yeah, I mean, he's still got a nice little kiss tap that'll score one, and Ernie would have a real tough time getting to it. And I don't think Arnie can bugger it up, meaning giving Ernie another point.
Right. I'm just really happy. One of these videos I actually had to go back and re-edit because somebody had plumber's crack.
Oh.
I had to make sure I didn't use any overhead while he was sliding out.
Yeah. That's always fun on Learn to Curl open houses, and people just don't know what they're wearing. And all sorts of sites are displayed.
I remember. I thought I was prepared. I was not as prepared as I should have been.
Yeah. Kiss, boom. Yeah, oh, well. Oh, that opened up a little better path with the 4-foot for Ernie to come in. And he's got backing, so he can be a little heavy and hit that red, bite in the back of 4. Slightly heavy draws are really sweet to throw. You just kind of say, I can be 4 or 5 feet plus, and don't worry about it. Still got to hit the broom. Still got to throw the correct turn. But other than that, easy.
Well, yeah. But all of that, getting to that point, I mean, just hitting the broom.
You'll get there, Sarah.
Maybe.
Oh, no.
Maybe. I know how many times I hit my mark in bowling, and so I'm not feeling... I've been doing that for 30 years.
All right. That's great.
Sorry. And here's the final rock at the first end. This is a shot for 2.
Come on, 4-foot. Ron's watching it.
Wait,
looks pretty good.
That's nice.
He's using the backing. That's perfect shot. See,
nice. Absolutely.
Yeah, little heavy to get by the guard, and knowing he's got backing. Perfect shot, Ernie.
Well, at the end of one end, it's Team Cindy 2 and Team Iwanick.
There you go.
Iwanick 0.
A good Ukrainian boy from Canada.
And now here's a message from Evergreen Curling Club. Do you like curling? Do you like someone else? Well, bring them to Evergreen Curling Club's Cupid's Red Hot Curling Party. It's on Saturday, February 9th, 2019. It's like a learn to curl with more alcohol and food and hopefully more kissing. Spots fill up quickly, so go to evergreencurling.org to sign up with your special someone today. And this is the first 4 rocks of the second end.
Even with a hammer, Arnie says, let's go to the 4-foot. Oh, nice shot.
That is nice. I don't think that was what was planned.
Yeah,
well, Team Cindy is just piling some granite in there.
Oh, there's a little weight here. Boom, boom. Oh, red rolls behind the guard. That's actually an excellent shot.
And that's what I call a deadline rock. It makes a nice whooshing sound as it flies by.
There you go. Is that a bowling term?
No. My favorite author, Douglas Adams, used to say that. Now, the fun part is when you start using curling terms in bowling. Like a strike is a deck tuple takeout. It's nice. It's nice.
And they'll go, you've been spending time on the ice again, haven't you?
Oh, yeah.
And your buddies are going, oh, another curler on their bowling alley.
Another curler. The only one we know, and we wish he'd shut up. Okay, here's Karen's first rock of the second end.
Sweepers are watching, so it doesn't look good. Uh-oh.
Ooh. Well,
He pounds it out of the ice. Oh, this is turned around. What do we have? 3 yellows 2 minutes ago, and now it's...
yeah, now it's 1, and that's a short-lived one. Okay, Bob Foley's first rock.
Nice and smooth.
And I apologize to all our viewers if you notice that the audio is a little bit off as far as the game is concerned.
Ooh, there we go.
Nice takeout.
So actually, the rollout there isn't bad because if it would have hit on the nose, then yellow could have hit it and rolled over. Where now he's got an open house, so that's a plus miss, and not a full miss. I mean, it's a
Yeah, I give that like 60%.
no.
Not
Actually,
quite half.
the official scorers, like at World National events, I think a lot of them don't score it until they see what happens on the next rock.
Really?
Because you don't know how effective that rock A is until you see rock B.
Well, I kind of figured that they would be judging it by what the intent was, as opposed to the effect.
But ooh, nice sweet shot. Oh, I thought that was by camera distortion.
No, something weird happened there. Maybe somebody burnt it.
You think it jumped?
Maybe somebody burned it, because I didn't see the...
if they burned it, they would have put that front red back.
well, I didn't see it move. Maybe I
No,
maybe I missed it.
It did, yeah.
All right. Bob's second shot here. I think they're just going to pull it behind the guard again if they can.
Ooh, looks a little hot.
Yeah.
Might tap it behind the guard. Get a split right behind the guard. Oh, yeah, actually. Oh, that's pretty sweet. And they can't hit the outside one to roll and get a double because they're right across from each other.
Right.
But you can roll to the button, maybe.
Yeah, but even then, I think you have enough room that guard's far enough out if you wanted to draw into it.
Yeah, but if you draw to it, you won't be shot.
Right.
So you could save it for the skip second shot. But by then, Arnie might have something, a third one in. But then,
I think he's looking at a takeout.
Yeah, I think he probably hit and hope for a roll.
Well, honestly, at this type of shot, just getting the hit.
That's right.
I think at this point.
You're at a point with a good guard behind a guarded 4-foot rock. You just want to reduce the points that's going to get scored against you. And early in the game, it's okay. We'll get 1, maybe 2, and the game's tied and carry on.
Okay, here's Ernie's first rock. Ooh, that looks wide. Well.
Okay. Well, let's see. Does he guard it or he gets aggressive and sits another one behind the guard? Probably saying if it's light, leave it as a guard. If it's curling around, have the sweepers tuck it in.
So let me take this moment to just say that everybody here at Evergreen Curling Club has all our thoughts with the people affected by the wildfires in California. But thoughts are great, but money's better. If you want to donate, I'll put some links in the description of this video.
Yeah, it's pretty sad what's going on down there. Well, sweepers think they need some help.
Yeah.
It's well out there, so the sweeping might have kept it out there. Now it's tucking in. Come on, get it half buried. Got to get it half buried.
Maybe
it's still exposed for a double,
buried?
or if it was another half buried, he wouldn't have the raised double.
I mean,
Go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna say, a shot like this, it really matters whether your curler's right or left-handed. Because a lefty, that rock is wide open. For a righty, it's a little bit covered.
Either hand, you make the shot. It's makeable. The double is touchy, so he just wants to drop from making the deuce to scoring one. So Arnie's got one more.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he's just trying to make sure they don't get three. It's a little bit.
Ooh. Somebody sweep it. And
just enough.
That might have been the case where he saw the double and he subconsciously picked his weight up, and then it drifts out.
Okay, here's the final rock of the second end. It's Arnie for 2.
This is where Arnie just lays it on the ice and says, "Sweepers, it's your rock."
Yeah, it's pretty. This has got to look like the easiest shot for somebody of your experience.
Yeah, well, look what happens.
He's right in there.
Yeah, okay, that's good. It can be, but if you've been fighting your draw away and you're questioning yourself, but if you're in a flow, yeah, it's a straightforward shot.
So at the end of 2, we have Team Cindy 2, Team Iwanick 2. And here are the first 4 rocks of the third end. I always like it when the front end gets to do some takeouts.
Yeah. Sometimes I'll have a choice, and I go, let's give him a takeout. That's a pretty good shot.
That's nice.
Yeah, we are finding the house this in. Oh, another half-inch off center. That would have been a perfect roll.
Such fine tolerances, you know. So the best shot, the difference between the best and an okay shot is such a small margin.
Right. But with sweeping, and that's one thing I really love about the game, is the sweeping can make that fairly good shot to a really good shot.
Yeah.
As long as the shooter misses on the right side.
And as long as the skip can see and figure it out.
Oh, there's no question there. Skip always has the right decision. Just ask any front end.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Lay into it, Thomas. Come on, Thomas.
That's a bit short.
That's a usable rock, though. It's a tapper. It's actually
Wow, they really carry that in.
Yeah, that's actually a very dangerous rock. You do all sorts of things with it.
Yeah, I didn't think it was going to get that far.
Yeah, they're a good sweeper.
So what's your opinion on the way they went with sweeping after they figured out you could do all that neat stuff with sweeping? Now they've decided yellow pads for everybody.
I agree. You had to get rid of the ice damaging material. Yellow pads. I don't use them in league play because they are expensive. I have material that I recover myself on a normal pad.
Mm-hmm.
Cheap. I'm Scottish.
I never knew that was a thing.
Oh, Scotch cheapness? Sure.
Wow.
My grandmother, my mother. Anyways, the yellow pad. Yeah, usually I play skip, but I do sweeping, and I don't. The yellow pad just doesn't seem to have much friction. You don't feel like you're doing a whole lot. So that makes your body positioning and the weight that you put on and the speed that you work through even more important.
Yeah, I guess with it becoming such a now people are. When I watch other curling broadcasts, when I watch like the professional curling broadcasters talk, they always talk about, it's like hockey. They talk about how it used to be, and how it used to be in curling was like 20 years ago, and now people are full-time curlers, which that was never a thing before.
Yeah, you can almost make a living now if you're the biggest of the big dogs. In the old days, it was all you pay your own way, or the national club might pay your way to the Worlds, but you had to win that.
Right, and there wasn't. You couldn't really live off it.
No. There was occasional good bonspiel that you could make a little money on.
Yeah, but only if you won it. Like if you were a few down.
Yeah, I mean, oh yeah, no, he'd have to get in the top 4 to get your money back and make it worthwhile.
Yeah, but I guess the game's now going to be so different with, teams doping now.
Yeah. But we're still only talking about the elite, and so the league play and majority of bond spiels is still just people having a good time and wanting to have a competitive outlet. And but yeah, you can get carried away and spend a lot of money on it.
Well, looking pretty good for Team Cindy right here.
Do you know why they call themselves Cindy?
No, I have no idea.
I haven't got that story. These 4 have curled together for years. Well, actually, the lead, Kay is new to them this year, but the 3 of them, Ron, Karen, and Ernie, have been together a lot of years. I think they're going into the Mopac mixed.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I could tell that Kay didn't have the uniform yet.
That's right. Yeah. Or maybe she just refused it.
Yeah. It's a style choice. You're not supposed to look good curling.
Oh no, absolutely. You got to look good curling. Because if you're not making your shots, you got to at least look good.
Well, I don't think there's ever a situation where you see that and they meant to do it. Maybe in the last end when you're up by 3.
There they're playing head games with the other team. Okay, we got them just where we want them. Or you double the bet now. Too many rocks in the house. Don't know where to go.
Looks like they're going to throw a guard out on the rock, out on the shot rock. Right now, Team Cindy has a hammer, Team Cindy has 3 houses. There's 3 houses in the rock. They have 3 houses in the rock.
Sure, why not?
Yeah.
Yeah, Arnie's going to have to come up with a tough shot to cut him down.
So here is Ernie's first rock. Looking to guard up. Ooh. That is not a guard. I guess could be worse.
Yeah, but it's behind the tee, so Arnie can do something with it. And he's got the big draw around here. So he can hide it.
Now I do edit this before we broadcast, so I know what's going to happen here, so don't bet me any money. But I will say, when I was watching this, I'm like, what the heck is he doing? Why isn't he drawing it in on the side with the two yellow rocks in case he misses?
That's a good point, because he could be heavy. If he went to the opposite side, he could be heavy and tap one of those, and maybe get to roll the inside and just not go through if he's heavy.
Yeah.
But he says this is the more protected shot. If he curls behind the guard, sits on the 4, really tough to get out.
Oh, absolutely. I still have pants envy. Look at all these pants people have.
You too can find those pants.
I don't think they can. It was hard enough to find the pants I got. I don't got fancy pants money.
Go to the kilt.
Maybe.
Yeah, sweepers think it needs some help. Oh, we're not going to be light, are we?
I think they're just.
Come on.
Yes.
Whoa.
And
Whoa. Oh, Arnie. See?
That is beautiful.
That's why he went that turn.
I know. That I was almost thinking, like, who am I? Who am I to question?
He just carries around that weight in his pocket and pulls it out when he needs it.
Yeah, obviously. I think the problem is when you have so much body weight like I do.
Use it to your advantage.
I don't know. I also think being tall is a real disadvantage in this game.
Well, Karen Fairley holding the broom in there, she's tall, and she asked me to help her out one time in the hack, and we were doing various things, and she started out kind of in a squat in the hack and wasn't real smooth, and it's like, well, you got too much leg. I think we got to start standing up. And I think she's been doing that since. But
well, I don't have the knees or anything like that. I have to sort of start standing up, but it's a long way down to get into the slide.
Yeah.
Okay, so now Arnie's placed a almost perfect rock here, and Ernie's going to have to do something magic in order to even just get his 1. I don't think he can get any better than that.
I kind of missed the call. I don't know if he's going for the dead draw or maybe a little tick. So he's got some weight. Not a lot.
No, this is...
No.
Well, I mean, it might be able to pop it back.
What if he was doing... I'm still not sure what the original call was. Maybe the raise was the call.
Well, one problem is we can't go back.
No.
Well, once it starts, you go to the end. So at the end of 3, Team Iwanick steals 1. And now it's Team Cindy 2, Team Iwanick 3.
What a game.
And now another message from Evergreen Curling Club. Are you in the Portland area? Do you want to try this crazy sport called curling? Well, Evergreen Curling Club has classes for you. Start with a Learn to Curl class. That's a 2-hour class that shows you the basics of the game and how not to kill yourself playing it. If you want a little bit more in-depth instruction, we'll try Curling 101. That's a 5-week course. Now, we won't guarantee it's going to get you gold at Beijing 2022, but it will help you get ready if you want to try any of our leagues. If you're the type of person that just wants to jump in, we do have novice leagues, but we do recommend that you have a Learn to Curl behind you before you join. Now, all 3 of these options are open to anyone, and you do not have to be a member. To find out more about that, visit evergreencurling.org. And here are the first 4 rocks of the 4th end.
Yeah, that's not quite what he wanted. You get a double center line guard. Really helps the team that doesn't have the hammer.
That is the worst case Ontario. That's from the Trailer Park Boys. Oh, that's even worser.
Oh, this is not good. Yeah, this.
Okay,
Arnie's
typically, I don't show full shots for the first 4, but this one,
yeah.
I couldn't help it.
Does he make the port?
You'll see.
And
And that is a beautiful curling shot.
Nice
I
shot,
mean,
Ron.
he left the red shot, but you can't ask for more.
And that the port he went through, if the red rock on our right now had been just a little swept a little more and closed the hole, you see that a lot. Where just put the guard any place, we'll be all right. But the hole's created and somebody finds it. So sweepers, beware. Always pay attention. Look, just work a little harder for 3 more feet to close the hole.
Now here's the final 4 rocks of the 4th end.
Shooters being nice to the sweepers and not giving them a rest. Not a bad shot.
Yeah, I'll push that one a little bit back.
Yeah, but behind the tee, it's just they're not.
Well, I mean, at least it's a little bit more behind the guard, but the double's certainly there.
Yeah, but it's behind the tee. You're not even going for the takeout. You draw to them. You got backing. Once you're behind the tee, you just use them for backing. Unless you're well up in points, then you hit.
Unless you're Sarah Maywalt, because you can't draw for crap.
Some screaming going on out there on the ice.
That's, sliding, the most fun part. Screaming, probably second.
Right up there, huh?
I like it. That's why I always wanted to be Skip. I just want to be yelling at people.
Oh,
I don't think that's going to make it past.
Tick. That's the right call, though. Draw to the backing.
Yep.
Draw around the guard with backing, so if he came back, it'd be all right. Arnie's protecting the 4-foot here. And if he's deep and it curls, you put another one on the 4-foot and it's perfect. Otherwise, you protect your back red ones and protecting the other team from hitting the roll in.
So Alan probably played in the earlier draw, too.
He tends to get 2 games in. Just can't say no. Let's curl a little bit more. The weight's really good.
It's not.
See how much it curls in the last 10 feet? This really pulls. But it's a little too far outside.
Now, if you've been watching the earlier videos, you'll notice these rocks look a little different. We had to send the loaner socks from K's of Scotland back, but I'm told that our three sheets of rocks are on their way. We might get them before the first of the year.
Oh, that early. Great. But we need to contribute and get the funds.
Yeah, absolutely. And you'll see a little advertisement for that. Or maybe you already have. I don't know where I'm going to put it.
You too can buy a stone for Christmas.
That's right. And you can have your name in our club in lights as long as you don't use potty mouth. And although I try to be very clean on these broadcasts, I have an epic potty mouth. And
that's the stand-up comic in you, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. People are like, oh, you should get a clean 5 minutes. I don't need a clean 5 minutes. What fun is that? But you don't want to upset the spirit of curling. That I know.
And nobody's got more spirit than Arnie Iwanick, Mr.
Good.
Curling.
That's nice. I like that.
He's unsinkable.
Well, that didn't have anything to do with spirit, but you were you really were on the train, and then the train went in the water and sank. But it's okay. It's okay.
Hey, I'm ad-libbing here. Give me a break.
I know. We're gonna plug the hole here. Just make life miserable for Team Cindy.
Yeah.
Now, you never actually said why they were called Team Cindy.
I haven't figured that one out.
Oh. Well, in a way, it's better just using your last name. Sorry, Arnie. Come up with a name for your team, Arnie. I'll come up with one for you.
And that's been a fairly recent development. In Bonspiels, you always just enter the skip's name or something. But in the past 5, maybe a few more years, Bonspiels are full of just made-up names.
Well, it's just fun.
Oh, yeah. But you never know who you're going to curl. It's all like, who is this guy?
You know, it's fun. I have a bowling league, and it's people from my office, and I work at Schmidt Industries, which you can imagine the level of fun we have with that.
Absolutely.
That's our team name's Same Old Schmidt.
That's good.
I wanted, we're getting too old for this Schmidt, but it was too long. It was too long. They wouldn't let me have it. It's not right.
Come on, throw the rock, Ernie.
And here's Ernie's first rock. Looks like he's trying a raise, but no. Maybe he was trying to get through the port. I didn't pay attention. That's my problem. I've got to pay more attention.
I was wondering too, but to see how that kind of ricocheted off the front one, the more rocks you get in play, the options are amplified, and you can tick, 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 boom, boom, a yellow suddenly in the middle and a total fluke shot.
Well, yes, the options are magnified, but also the mistakes. Because there are so many ways that you can hit your rock out of position. And trust me, I'm finding them all. Do you even remember when you were as green as I am at this?
Since that was over 50 years ago, I don't remember those things.
Okay. Figured it. But thanks for putting up with us.
Hey, no, that's fun. I like to see people enjoy themselves. The learn the curls always crack me up. You get people first time out there, and they just turn into kids, sliding around on ice and pushing rocks around.
Man.
They just.
I love helping out with the Learn to Curls just because, you can celebrate the most trivial of successes.
That's right, yeah. Well, they had a chance to go in for the kill there, and the rock came up light. So. What to do.
Yeah. So we're looking for, right now, we're getting ready for the last rock at the end. Team Iwanick has 2 rocks scoring right now. Team Cindy needs to get a bite of the 8-foot, or 4-foot, excuse me. The blue. Something I've always wondered is why Target is not more aggressive in sponsoring curling.
Well, now that they've left Team Ganassi, they may put hurling for the Indianapolis car racing fans.
Oh, car racing. It's not a sport.
Yeah, right.
It's like a sport like video gaming.
Yeah, you ever gone 250 miles an hour and turn left?
No, because I want to live.
Well, these guys do live, so they're athletes.
Not all of them.
Well,
and not all of them turn left either.
I grew up in the 60s and 70s. There was too many deaths, but nowadays the cars are a whole lot better, but there's still occasional
It's true.
death.
So it's just going to be try to draw around the wall.
Try to cut them down. I don't know if he can get the 4-foot, but he can find the 8.
He's got to get...
Oh, it's hanging way wide.
Yeah.
Nice weight. Good weight.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yep, T-line. But there are spots on our ice that will fade away.
Okay, so at the end of 4, we have Team Iwanick stealing 2, Team Cindy 2, Team Iwanick 5. Team Iwanick's looking like it might run away with it a little bit. And now here's the highlights from N5. After an early pile of rocks out front, Team Iwanick goes to work burying shots behind the formidable mound. Team Cindy did try to break it apart, but only succeeded in making the mound into a wall. Their final attempt to thread the needle onto the button crashes on the guard, leaving Team Iwanick with a steal of 2. And here's the highlights from N6. After a nice raise from Team Iwanick goes just a little bit long, Team Cindy's second buries a perfect shot right in front of the raised red rock. Say that 3 times fast. 10 more rocks are thrown, but none are able to challenge the buried yellow rock. So at the end of 6, Team Cindy stops the bleeding with a score of 1, leaving the total Team Cindy 3, Team Iwanick 7. Can Team Cindy come back? Stay tuned for N7 after this. Hi, curling fans. This is Sarah Maywalt. You may have heard me talking about the rocks we have on Sheet B. Well, those rocks are Cays of Scotland rocks, and they are the best rocks in the world, and we are trying to get a set for every sheet in our club. And we need to raise about 40% or $12,000 of the price. If you'd like to help, you can please go to the link down in the description and, donate whatever you feel like. If you donate $250 or 40% of one rock, we will put up a plaque with the name of your choice in our curling club in appreciation. Now, of course, that name is subject to editing for decorum and potty mouth. So please be kind with that. Within reason, you could put any name you want. You could put it for Elvis Presley. Now, I'm not going to tell you that you should donate to us before you donate to disaster relief, but if you've got a couple extra bucks, why not throw it our way and help us get rocks that will help us compete with the big clubs? And here's the first 4 rockets of the 7th end.
Yeah, Red's putting on the points like the Cougars did last night.
We're recording this on the 18th or the 19th of November, just so you know, because it's not the 13th. He doesn't know the future.
There we go. Beautiful clearing front. But it's the 5 rock rule. Did they have to put something back or not? Maybe they hit their own rocks.
Yeah,
so
they
okay.
hit their own one.
Okay, that's cool. Oh, they're hitting good. Keep it clean. You get a lead, you just want to keep it clean. No garbage up front. Keep the house open.
So Team Iwanick now is up by 4. And they have the hammer. That's a pretty good place to be in the 7th end.
Yep.
So we have Karen getting ready for her first rock.
Okay, got the hit.
Now, if you're trying to catch up at this point, are you gonna? What's the strategy? I mean, what's the strategy to try to get 4 points without the hammer and 2 ends? Is it just blind luck at this point?
You can try to create a situation like there. He's hitting a rock out. You don't. You got to keep backing. You got to keep your rocks in play. Make it difficult for the other team to take your rocks out. So if they just froze to that back rock on, then their rock probably would stick around when he threw a takeout on here. Now yellow's gone. But if the red rock had been left behind the yellow, yellow would have stuck around. So you got to get rocks in play. If you have no guards, but you get rocks behind the tee, you freeze to them. You set up the early guards, but without hammer, it's tough. You put everything in the house, load it up, and cross your fingers if the other team misses it. You got to have misses. You're this far down. You got to have some misses, but you do that by making the opponent's shot more difficult.
Right.
But with him hitting like that, I have a feeling he's just already just waved it off. Let's end the game.
This one looks heavy.
Yeah, he's just passing time here. He should have been frozen that or drawn around the right side behind the guards. But even if he drew on the right side, Arnie would still have last rock to the 8 foot. So, but he'd have to shoot it.
Okay, here's Bob's second. Yeah, I'm going to have to say goodbye to you, Jeff.
Oh, you're
I
curling,
have
aren't
to.
you?
I have to stand up.
Okay, well,
But
I
I
think
will-
we've seen what we needed to see.
Yeah, no. I'll continue on with the broadcast a little bit later. But thank you so much for sitting down with
Okay.
me.
You're
and
welcome. It's fun.
Good. I hope you had a good time. Hope you'd like to do it again.
I think so.
Okay.
All right.
Cool.
All right. All right.
Excellent.
Ciao.
All right.
All right.
Excellent.
Ciao.
All right.
All right.
Excellent.
Ciao.
All right.
All right.
Excellent.
Ciao.
All right.
All right.
Excellent.
Ciao.
All right.
All right.
Excellent.
Ciao.
All right. And here is Ernie's first rock here in the seventh end. We're just sort of wrapping up things now. Team Cindy needs a lot of points here to really get back in this game. And they have to do it all without the hammer. Well, they're sweeping it pretty hard already. That's never a good sign to see the skip or the vice come out to meet the rock. Because that usually means it's a little lighter than they want. But, you know, with the entire Team Cindy crew dragging it in, it becomes shock rock. So it's a good start. It's a good start. Not really covered, but the red rock in front is, it's running a little bit. It's there to make things interesting anyway. You know, probably not at this level, but at my level, any rock out in front can cause problems. Rocks you think are all the way out of the picture, you can hit so many times. Here's Here's Arnie with his first rock. And that is definitely a takeout, but it's a bit wide. So this leaves the door open a little bit for Team Cindy. Team Iwanick does have the last rock, so they have the ability to negate almost anything that Team Cindy throws right here by putting a rock on the button, but you have to make the shot, and you have to make the shot to make them make the shot, and that's what Ernie's going to do here. I was watching the European curling championships a little earlier, and I was watching the B division. I like the B division because they're not quite as good as the A division. It makes me feel a little better, you know, just a little, because they're still way better than me. But I saw the team lose the gold medal in the B division just because they hit a guard that really shouldn't have been in play at all. They really need this in the house. They need it behind that. Oh, that's unfortunate. I mean, I guess it throws up a little defense trying to keep them from the button, but that yellow rock is still way out in the open. So Arnie's job is simply to knock that yellow rock out of the house, and they'll get two. It looks a little bit wide from this angle. Oh. And that is a deadline rock. Well, that is the final rock of this end. So at the end of 7, Team Cindy steals another one and is making a little comeback, 4-7. Team Iwanick will retain the hammer for the 8th end. And now here's the first 4 rocks of the 8th end. Team Cindy puts one in the rings, and Team Iwanick quickly takes it out. Now Team Cindy's throwing a guard. I guess Team Iwanick's throwing a guard too. I can't imagine that's what they wanted to do, though. But I can't see the call. Ah, that's too bad. You can tell Team Iwanick still's trying to score. Okay, Team Cindy places their rock in there. Team Iwanick places their rock in there, but gets a better roll. And now, the final 4 rocks of the 8th end. Team Cindy still needs 3 points, and they have 0 rocks in the rings with 4 rocks to go. If you're the type of person who watches, like, international or Olympic curling, a lot of times they play 10 ends. But here at the club level, and actually most levels, even some of the World Curling Tours, they play only 8 ends. So here's Karen with her first rock. And this needs to get in the house. Oh. That looks like it's running into that pile there, and there's nothing they can do about it. Can't even tell. It kind of looks like there's no handle on it. And for people who haven't watched a ton of a ton of curling, when you say a rock has handle, that means a spin associated with it. So if I say it's no handle, it's kind of like a knuckleball in baseball. You don't really know which way it's going to curl. And here's Bob's first rock. Smooth delivery. They're sweeping it pretty good, though. Got Alan and Tom working their best. Look at that. Look at that old man. But he's got the youngin', there on the rock. So they're going to try to draw into the rings behind a pretty nasty wall of granite there, but you got to get it in the rings. Because there's only 3 rocks left, and you need 3 points. You need all of these in the rings. Well, they're already on it. No, can't hold it out. They're trying to hold it to keep it around there, but to be honest, it might have been too heavy. Were they able to? And that's the end. That's the end of the game. The handshake is a concession from Team Cindy. And Team Iwanick wins 7-4. No one's told the people on the other side that the game's over, and they're starting to come down now. They're starting to come down. They're starting to get the picture. It's the poor front end. The poor front end, they don't know when the game's over. You got to tell them. And handshakes, once again appeasing the mighty spirit of curling. In the hopes that her, I don't know, good graces will shine on you next time. So let's wrap things up here. My name's Sarah Maywalt. Thank you so much for listening. Thanks again to Jeff Tomlinson, who spent a good part of his Sunday morning right after practice to commentate with me. So for Evergreen Curling Club and everyone here, have a good night and good curling.